What is going on, guys? It is RCFL here, and yesterday, the Cleveland Browns stomped over the Cincinnati Bengals 35-20. Baker Mayfield played a great game, tossing 4 touchdowns. Nick Chubb had a pretty good game receiving with a huge catch. Also played pretty well. Not as good on the ground as normal, but still got the job done when he needed to. And then you had David Njoku with a great game, Demarius Randall with a great game. The defense playing pretty good. The only problem was took the foot off the gas too early, I think. We need to go put more points on the board. This is a team that can drive up points. It's a well-written offense with Freddie Kitchens and his improvements. But today, that's not what we're talking about. Because in the National Football League today, it matters more what you say off the field than what you actually play football. And it's because of social media and blowing things out of proportion. The NFL likes its headlines, and unfortunately, that's what they do. They mistreat their players, and they look for those highly marketable openings, in which they're doing right now to Baker Mayfield. Now, don't get me wrong. Baker Mayfield has had his respects from the NFL, and he's going to be a highly marketable player down the road if he is not labeled as of right now. But, come on, this is getting borderline ridiculous. As we know, Hugh Jackson, the former head coach, did not do very good in Cleveland. Was a good man, but his coaching intentions were not great. And I met a couple of former NFL players for autographs, and they just they agreed with me. They did not see anything at all. No promise from Hugh Jackson. Both players from the offensive and defensive side of the ball. But it's just ridiculous how this has been blown out of proportion. Now, we had Baker Mayfield throwing some shade before the game, but the first comment coming after the game in the press conference. That press conference will be in the link in the description. So, first thing Baker Mayfield went ahead and said was that I lost my respect for him, basically because he was a guy, the head coach, asking for the Browns and him to play for him, and then suddenly going off to a division rival that you play twice a year, twice still left on the calendar in the middle of the year. And I think he just lost all his respect for him right there. And the fact that Hugh Jackson was hired as a defensive coach, not offensive, not that offensive guru that he was hired to be the head coach in Cleveland, a defensive head coach. That's why I think Baker Mayfield has all the God-given right to go ahead and make those statements, because it's just something that you don't do. It's an unwritten rule. You don't do that to division. Head coaches, it's different than players, but just don't do that. Defense the side of the ball, not offense. Defense meaning he's trying to teach the Bengals the Browns offense, and that didn't work out very well. Now, that's also something that the media tried to express, and I don't think that's the complete story. I think Hugh Jackson did not have as much involvement in the Bengals coaching as what the media suggests, but still. But there's the comment that got Baker Mayfield in trouble. Basically, Baker Mayfield said, "We have faith in play calling now." Or basically what the NFL says that Baker Mayfield said. Please watch I'll put the link in the description as I said before the press conference. He did not say that. A reporter asked him a similar question. He rephrased the question, and that's apparently quoting Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield saying about Todd Haley. He was talking about Todd Haley and Hugh Jackson and how he liked the play call. He liked the play calling from Todd Haley. The Browns offense just could not execute. And right now, through Freddie Kitchens, they're running the same offense and executing with the similar players. Now, obviously, Nick Chubb is better than Carlos Hyde, and there's things that are different. Todd Haley was trying to run a Steelers offense through the Browns, and obviously that's not going to work. And it's the same offense. It is the same offense. But Freddie Kitchens is implementing new things every single week, like the wishbone against the Falcons and 5 wide, who defeat Hugh Jackson if he knew anything. Antonio Callaway saying they watched film, and we had to change some things up. That's why we saw a lot of 5 wide, and it worked. Obviously, in the National Football League, you can't do the same thing every single week on offense, unless you have a ketchup-eating quarterback and you're the Chiefs. It's not going to be successful, and you got to change things up, and that's exactly what the Browns are doing. And it is with Greg Williams and Freddie Kitchens, the offense is looking good because they're making these improvements, and the offense is consistently getting down the field and scoring points. And that's why the offense is doing so well, and Baker Mayfield is doing well. Now, the only thing that Hugh Jackson basically did for the Browns is that he wasn't coaching the game. He didn't know, as I said, he had no involvement really in the Bengals coaching too much, and Demarius Randall did hand him the ball, a huge pick. Go vote Demarius Randall to the Pro Bowl. Link of that will also be in the description. He's a ball hawk. 3 picks this year. Playing great. Moving from corner to safety. Just a great player. And come on, you gotta vote him in now. You gotta vote him in. Disrespecting Hugh Jackson like that. But with that comment that he made earlier, Baker Mayfield's comment, We got analysts and hotshots like Deion Sanders thinking they're know-it-alls about football. I'm not a know-it-all. I know that. There's a lot of things, and the more you learn, the more you realize you don't learn. But Deion Sanders thinks he knows it all. This same guy that did not know who Kevin Byard was. The guy who led the league in interceptions last year. Kevin Byard, that guy. Yeah, Deion Sanders didn't know who he was last year. Thought he was a fan. This was after the year, by the way, not during the year. This is after the year. And he's talking about how you don't say that stuff in the National Football League, and now Baker Mayfield, you just don't do that. And you don't say stuff about that, and that's just something you don't do. And I think that is something that you do. You gotta stand up for what you believe in, and this is something that is a divisional rivalry. You gotta treat it like that. You gotta play with passion. That's what Baker Mayfield's saying. And the media is just trying to get to your head. That's basically what I'm saying. It's not all about Colin Cowherd and Deion Sanders and these hotshot analysts like that. They're trying to get this news down to you, and it's not. It's just don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. You're better off listening to a 5-year-old like me than some guy like that. I don't know what to say. It's just that the media is not making the correct inferences with the truth and evidence. The evidence is in the press conference, and they're not citing that whatsoever. They're citing quotes that aren't accurate at all. I think Baker Mayfield, he has all my respect, and I think he said the right thing. Comment down below. If you guys want me to make a video on any certain player, please comment. I don't get too many videos, not too many views, but I'm trying to build up an audience. Thank you guys for watching anyway. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and prove them wrong. This is RZFL signing out. Bye, guys.